This week was supposed to be all about protecting my palms and wrapping the tree fern, but instead I ended up stranded in front of Martha Stewart's house. So buckle up, it's Musa Basjoo mayhem, winter prep panic, and a very dramatic soap opera trip to the UK. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my garden. I'm wearing a coat. I know that shocks all of you. It is cold out here. It is a cold week ahead. And a little bit of a warm up, I think, on Thursday or Friday. So maybe I will capture that in this video. I hope so. I hope I have a couple of warm days out here. But yeah, it's pretty damp. It's been really windy and had some rain and some snow. Nothing sticking. I think the UK is going to get more snow than I am right now. And then oddly, below me in New Jersey, later on this week, I think they might get snow. It's weird weather. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff in the garden this week. I am finishing up the tropical palm trees. They should all be covered. They should all be inside by the end of the week, leaving only the Trachycarpus. And I'm going to try to get 1 or 2 Trachycarpus covered up in this video on here. I just, fingers crossed with the weather and everything else. Maybe we'll just get 1, maybe 2. I'm hoping to show you 2 different methods. I have my 1 Trachycarpus of the unknown variety that I actually box in. Not a lot, but it's not like the tropicals, but I do box it in. And then the rest of the Trachycarpus, I know what they are, and they're getting the PVC frost cloth method, which is completely different from my tropical palm boxing. So I'm hoping to give you 2 different versions of Trachycarpus this week. You may only get 1, and you may have to wait till next week. By this time next week, my goal is to have every single palm tree covered up in the yard, including all the baby palm trees. And that is a big goal. So we will see. I have so many baby Trachycarpus. I have to figure out what I'm going to do this year. Last year, I just put them in the ground and put tarps over them and put lights and stuff. We will see what I do this year. How is everyone? I hope your gardens are holding up in all this. I've been following a lot of you that are on YouTube. I've been following a lot of you on Instagram and what you're doing. I know a lot of you are covering up your bananas right now. I'm going to be doing that this week too. I have more bananas to cover up. Maybe by the end, when you're watching the soap opera, please watch the soap opera. I think it's funny this week. I'll get back to that in a second. I'm hoping to have all the Musa Basjoo covered. We will see. There's a lot of goals this week to have happen. Speaking of my soap, I am making fun of some of my friends in the UK. I got their permission because I was a little nervous about that. But yes, so as you know in my soap operas, they're on the very end. You can skip to that if you want to. I make fun of myself, but this week I'm making fun of 3 of my friends who have gardens in the UK. And you probably all watch their videos on YouTube, so hopefully you will find it funny that my character is speaking about them. So we will see. Anyway, there's a barge on the river. Let's just jump right into the garden today. We are opening up the Roebelenii because I have a temperature sensor I want to put in there, even though I've got the temperature controller. And as you can see, the moisture barrier fell down in there. I need to secure that as well, but it all looks good otherwise. Everything's working in here. I just like to do a check, so I'm going to secure that up. As you can see, all is good in the Roebelenii. The Musa Basjoo has been cut down here. Always sad to lose this greenery, and a little bit of the figs, and more carnage over here by the non-hardy pomegranate. And in front of the house, and here's some of my red bananas. They're really big. They're going inside for the winter. Since I'm giving up on the PVC foam board structures, we quickly put together something to go over the tree fern. I am hoping this is a Dixonia, but we do not know. And so we are going to tie this up. And a bit controversial, we are going to put some Christmas lights on it that will come on at 32. I'm just nervous about letting it get colder than that since I don't know the variety. And obviously I'm going to need to check this thing because since it is an unknown variety, it may or may not do well. We will see. But yeah, it's getting completely boxed in. And if anybody wants to comment on this, I would love to hear what you have to say because I know most people do not use heat for these, and obviously I am. Here are the sad Lotus. Ugh. In my closet, where it's nice and cold, I actually have my plumeria stored. I have butternut squash stored. I have amaryllis stored. And now I have my Lotus stored. I cut it back. I'm going to let it go dormant over the winter and hope all is good with that. And I have one or two lotus plants down in the koi pond downstairs. I just thought the light was really pretty right now as the sun is setting. Cloudy, but a little bit of sunset across the Hudson River, as you can see right here. And I thought maybe a little bit of snow, but it's a little too warm for that right now. But yeah, really pretty light out here. It's always something to look at when you're looking out at the Hudson River right here at this spot. I wanted to share this ginkgo tree that is across the street from one of my friends. It is gigantic. I don't think I've ever seen a ginkgo that large. I'm used to the ones in the city that are much, much smaller, but yeah, its trunk is huge on this. I love it. I still don't have everything in its permanent spot, but you can see I've got many of my smaller palms inside. They're all over the fireplace here, but you can see my temperature gauge is telling me what's going on outside, and you can see outside the palms that are covered. I still have a lot of work to do. It is the last day of hearing the waterfall out in the pond. It's time to say goodbye to the pond for the winter. I'm shutting it down today. All the water lilies that are in the pot are at the bottom there. These are the water lilies over here that have naturalized. And depending on how cold the winter is, because they're in shallow water, they may or may not survive. They survived last winter and it was really bad, so hopefully good. But yes, the last time to hear the sound of the waterfall, sad, until probably late March, early April when I open it up. And it is so silent out here now. So different from hearing the waterfall all the time. It's winter. I know it's not really winter yet, but it feels like winter. And the Trachycarpus are all getting covered up next week. And as soon as the pomegranate over there loses all its leaves, both the hardy pomegranate and the tropical pomegranate will get covered up. The olive trees can wait. They can handle some cold. That will be one warmer day sometime in the near future when I have time. Here are the Musa Basjoo underneath the hay. My process is I chop them back, I put a lot of hay around them, and then I put tarps over. And just as I suspected, it is getting too hot in this by taking off one. So I'm going to have to take off two. And I'm thinking about replacing these two top panels with one so I can easily take it off every day. I may have to put a hinge on the top, but for right now, I'm going to see what the temperature does when I take off two. Right beside Martha Stewart's house, I hit a rock and my tire blew, and my electric car does not have a spare tire, so I'm having to get it towed.
which means my whole day is thrown off and I can't cover as many plants as I wanted to do for this video. Okay, it is Friday. Friday before the Saturday that I post this video. Normally by this point, my video is all locked and loaded on YouTube and I am ready to go. And I am so behind because of my car situation yesterday. And I will say it was really tempting to not like scream out, Martha Stewart, I'm stuck out in front of your house. Or Ryan, help me. But I knew that would not go well. So I was nice and quiet in front of her house waiting for my tow truck. But yeah, my tire blew out. It took a while for me to get towed. It's an electric car. It does not have a spare tire. So if your tire leaks, it's got a little blow up thing you can do. But if the tire's blown, you have to be towed. And there's all kinds of complications with that. And then I brought my car to the dealer and they didn't have a tire, so I still don't have my car. So yes, I wanted to talk about this Trachycarpus here. I wanted to cover it on this video because this one I box in because I do not know the origin of what Trachycarpus this is. In the first year I had it, it was covered like the rest of my Trachycarpus, and I had spear pull. And so ever since then, I have babied it more than my other Trachycarpus over here that I've had. My parents gave me that when it came from Georgia. This Trachycarpus has grown so much. It was just a little palm in a pot. It has grown. It has lots of seed on here, which I will zoom in on. And but this one I just do with the PVC and the frost cloth around it. So very different from my other one. The rest of my Trachycarpus, I am only covering in PVC, frost cloth, had to think there for a second, and Christmas lights, unlike my tropical plants and unlike my unknown Trachycarpus, which is right there in front of me. So I'm sorry it's not on this video. It will be on the next video because I'm probably going to take care of it today, but I got to get this video locked and loaded. But while we're out here, let's look at some of the things going on this Friday before the Saturday that my video is produced. The castor beans are still kind of going even though the frost has gotten them, but I don't know if I'm going to get seed from them. Maybe if the frost doesn't get them right away. They're still not quite ready. They're still kind of soft. So I'm hoping I get seed because I do love these things. And there's still some figs on my fig tree. That one actually feels like it might be okay. Sometimes when there's frost, the ones that are almost ripe will actually ripen up, which is nice, and you can get them. They're not always as good as, I forgot to show the seeds over here. Let's go look at the seeds on this Trachycarpus. This is my Musa Basjoo covered up here, but here are the seeds. Yeah, so I've got quite a few. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They're starting to change color. Normally I cut them off and hang them up somewhere in the house and then they will change to a purple color. But this year these are starting to change a little sooner. But if I'm covering it up this week, I probably will cut these off and hang them up someplace. Just what I need, more Trachycarpus, because I've got so many baby ones. I have way too many. These Musa Basjoo are covered with straw and a tarp. But if you notice these trash cans, those are also Musa Basjoo that I just have holes cut out in the bottom of them. I put straw in there and put the lid on, and I need to put some bricks on those lids. But that's how I cover a lot of my one-off bananas that are not in a big clump, as you can see here. And the sad looking winter pool. Monkey Puzzle is still doing great. All these big trachys will be covered this week. Got some work to do. And then, of course, right here, my big, gigantic, really tall Washingtonia robusta.
I've had it. I've absolutely had it. All with those British gardeners over there. They think they can grow anything in zone fog, zone overcoat. And so much gossip. Tim, have you seen my banana grove? Tim, did you see the Canary Island date palm behind Tesco? I'm so sick of it. I have to go in disguise. Last time I was here, the paparazzi found me. And the fans, they're everywhere. This one person had me autograph their coconut. Oh, so embarrassing. I told everyone I was going to Newark to pick up a plant. But I'm flying to the UK.
Tim!
No. I look like him. I know who he is. Very famous, yes. Love him, but not me. No. I have arrived in London, home of fog, and gardens that think they can compete with Palm Valley. These houses all look exactly alike. I think I've passed the same house 4 times. It's like the fog is making the houses clone each other. Oh my palms. I knew you were into tropicals, but prehistoric chaos? This isn't a garden. This is an astroturf fever dream. I don't even know where to look. Everything is either a tree fern or a koi pond. Everywhere. I don't know if Rich is trying to create a tropical garden or some kind of enchanted putt-putt paradise. But honestly, I like the hustle. Okay, this should be easy. Eddie said his house is hard to miss. But every lawn is the same. Every hedge is exactly the same. It's like Stepford Gardens. Except that.
Worth every quid, that. The tree fern is absolutely enormous.
Ha! It's like a jungle back there.
Can't believe it's hiding behind a semi in Croydon.
Makes the neighbours' roses look a bit underwhelming, doesn't it?
So many people. But what is this sign? Oh my, 25 pounds. Ah! It's a good thing I'm rich.
Oh my word.
It's massive.
I've never seen anything like it.
Look at the size of that trunk, it's disappearing right into the clouds.
How's it even fitting in a garden this small?
Ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely glorious.
Hello, Eddie. Are you up there? Okay, on to better things. My friend Andrew has such a gorgeous garden, and it makes me so jealous that I must go spy on him. Everything is perfect. I think I just need to go down this street. This is a little scary, but he should be right over here. I'm a little nervous. This says it's the right address, but it's a warehouse. Okay, here's the door. I guess I'll go in. Oh my word. It's fake. It's all fake. It's like a movie set. He has pulled off the impossible, making all of us believe it's a real garden. I am going back to my garden where things may not be perfect, but they are real.
Darling, the sun is wearing sunglasses, and so am I. Welcome to the River Gin Oasis. It's not just a drink, it's a lifestyle.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to the art of...
For those who dare to live beautifully. Bold flavor, timeless style, because life tastes better in Technicolor.